It really all started because I was resisting the reality of bringing a third human into our home. I would say all the time when I was pregnant, I don't want it to look like a baby lives here. I don't want the flashing lights. I don't want the loud, annoying toys. I want my home to remain calm and cozy. But this thing that started as a totally naive outlook has somehow accidentally developed into one of my favorite parts about our family and about how I'm raising my daughter. We don't really have toys. But it's not because I'm being selfish. It's because my daughter's life is far more rich and exciting and adventurous without them. All right, I've very specifically not gone through any of these toys so that you can get a true, realistic look at what we've got going on here. On the top left, we've got 2 toys with wheels. She honestly hasn't played with these in a long time, but when she gets in the mood, she really loves them. This is from when she was younger. She used to shake it like an instrument. I feel like I haven't seen her pick it up in 3 months. We've also got this stacker. She loves this stacking game. She could play it for an hour straight. It's pretty impressive. Next up is this little house with shapes that you can put through the roof. She got this from her grandparents for her birthday, and this has really been such an interesting thing to watch her learn how to do. When she first got it, she did not understand the concept of fitting the shapes through the holes and really needed our help with the toy and would feel very frustrated by the toy. And then slowly she's figured it out and gotten better and better. And now this toy is one of her favorites. She really likes to try to figure out how to do it. And our favorite corner of the house, the balls. Can I be honest? I really believe that we don't need any other toys in this house other than these balls. This has become our nightly routine. After we finish doing the dishes, we come in here and we play with the balls. We just toss them to each other. She runs back and forth from the chair to the couch. She rolls the balls, she throws the balls, she kicks the balls. She loves the balls, these 3 and this one. And what's so great about these 4 balls is that we already had them. This is an exercise ball. We've got a tennis ball, 2 massage balls, and these are just hands down her favorite things to play with. We do have toys, but she hardly even plays with them because it's really not that often that we find ourselves sitting around wanting idle playtime. She really is just our little life companion, and she loves to tag along with us and do whatever it is that we are doing. So when we're home, she loves to cook with us, to wash the dishes, to fold laundry. I mean, the experience of cracking an egg and watching it cook within just 2 or 3 minutes is really captivating. And I don't know the last time you checked out bubbles, but the way that the bubbles develop on the plate as you're scrubbing them, far more interesting than any plastic toy you could buy. Let me give you a tour of the eclectic top shelf. We've got this little cutout that was from the box that her diapers were shipped in. She had recently learned that lions and tigers say rawr, so she loves to pick this up and say rawr. Our neighbors gave us these hand-me-down shoes that don't actually fit, but she could spend 30 minutes trying to put her feet into them. These are just 2 scarves that I had. We play a lot of peekaboo with these. She gets very interested in my hair clips, so I guess this ended up here somehow. These, I think, are here because she has started chewing on them a lot. I think she's teething and they just ended up here. We've got a couple of stuffed animals. This is from my mom. This is a nice little dog. And this baby was actually stolen from our neighbor's backyard. I don't think my neighbors watch my channel, but if you do, we have your baby. If you'd like it back, I'm happy to give it to you. But Murphy has really been loving having a little baby doll. And lastly, we've got this shower caddy because Murphy's aunt accidentally had this shipped to our house. And Murphy was absolutely obsessed with it. She loves to store things into this little shower caddy. That's what's so fun and funny is that she doesn't know what's a toy and what's not a toy. So it's always these little random things and little pieces of trash that she finds to be the most interesting. Honestly, we spend the majority of our days outside, and the toys that nature provides are just truly endless. Dirt, leaves, sticks, the hose. This has honestly been one of my favorite parts about becoming a parent so far. At the risk of sounding totally cheesy, just rediscovering how marvelous the world is. There are so many cool things just in our own front yards. This is our one other play station. It's a little nook that we created in the corner of our kitchen with the thought that she would hang out here while we're making dinner together, but she rarely actually plays in this corner. She's far more likely to be up on our helper tower, chopping with us, in one of our arms, helping us. She always says, help, help. She loves to help us. But we usually have one or two books up here. These kind of change out just depending on what she brings into the room. We have 3 little cars in this corner. These cars are actually all cars that were given to her by friends that we've met on the playground. Grandparents are currently spending a semester in Oxford, so this little London bus is from them. She's recently learned how to go vroom, 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 so she'll just vroom, vroom, vroom these all over the house. It's pretty cute. We've got some instruments here that she never plays with. She used to when she was younger, but she doesn't really care about them anymore. This is an eraser to a dry erase board that we have, and she likes to chew on it. This is like a little wooden train set with blocks. She will engage with this from time to time, but she generally likes our help with it. I think it's one that she's kind of still growing into and figuring out how it actually works. And then we've got 2 dolls in this corner that she could not care less about. And then notably, our recycling bin is right here on purpose. She loves to take the lid off and play with the recycling. And we actually just created a little box for dangerous recycling, like aluminum cans and things like that. So we put those on top of the fridge, so anything in here is safe for her to play with. She is just far more likely to go for this than she is for any of these things. I'm sure I have footage of it, but there's been various times where we've had empty paper towel rolls here and empty jugs of water here. I've really not been shy about giving trash equal importance on our little display rack here. I feel like I should clarify because I know rotating toys is a thing. I am not a rotating toy practitioner by any means, but I will, as I said, take something like an empty egg carton that she's taken interest in and find it a home on this shelf. And typically what's happened is like there's always something that she just has not really expressed interest in, so I'll just get rid of them. Like next time she picks up something she's really interested in, I'm gonna go put these in a drawer and call it good on those. We have a drawer of things that are more like baby toys that she's had that she's just sort of aged out of, but I don't really rotate toys because she just is not playing with them enough to care. I don't know. It sounds like too much work. Every toy that we have has either been gifted or thrifted. So a general guideline that I have given to the very generous gift-giving grandparents is that I just want any toy to actively engage her, to challenge her in some way or get her physically moving. Not that every moment of her life needs to be some big moment of growth and development. I definitely don't believe that, but I don't want her to just be a passive participant. I want her to be encouraged to create and explore and just actually play. My general feeling is that if there are batteries required, then that toy is going to do the playing for them. On the other side of her little play corner here in the kitchen, we've got all of these magnets on the fridge. This, I believe, is the one thing that I did not thrift and that was not gifted to us, but we love these magnets. These really occupy her. They've been a great way for her to learn the different animals and the sounds. And again, I'm really not trying to make every moment of her life a teaching moment. I think that can be so exhausting for both the child and the parent, and it's just annoying. We all want moments of rest and relaxation and just like actual fun play, but she loves these and she is feeling very excited about the fact that she knows what an elephant is and knows what a cat and a horse is, and like she likes to make the sounds. And just magnets are cool and fun and interesting. I see her all the time like take a magnet off of this and then try to go put it onto a wall and realize that it won't stick there and come back. And she's like, I will definitely admit that this lack of what we think of as entertainment in our home is a challenge sometimes. If she is ever grumpy or upset, there's no obvious thing here to temporarily pacify her. But I think these moments where there's no quick fix and we kind of just have to go through the roller coaster of emotions together have really been the impetus for me to mature and evolve as a human and a mom in these past 16 months. And I also really believe that regular forced boredom is going to be so good for her in the long run. In this world of short attention spans and quick dopamine hits, we could really all use a little stimulation detox. Okay, some honorable mentions include this little crocodile, which she is slowly but surely learning how to drag behind her. It's been really interesting to watch a child figure out how to walk and look back behind them at the toy they're dragging. And then also this little bike, which she got from her grandparents for her birthday. She loves her bike. She will just zoom around the house in this thing in the evenings, which is just like a really nice way to help her get some energy out before we lie down. Another honorable mention is this arch, which Carson actually built during my pregnancy. When she was a newborn, we would lay her underneath it, and we had some things, just like random kitchen implements and stuff that we hung from the beams for her to look up at. To be honest, she always hated being on her back, so we didn't really use this much. And then it lived in the basement for about a year, and we somewhat recently brought it back up now that she's more mobile, and she loves to climb on it, which was the intention. We wanted it to be an arch for a newborn and a fun jungle gym for a toddler. And last but certainly not least is her bookshelf. And this is really what we spend the majority of our idle relaxation time on a Sunday, for example, doing. Or if she finds herself in a bad mood, we'll say, Murphy, do you want to read a book? Go pick out a book. And she feels really empowered to be the one to come in here and pick out the book that she wants to read. Oftentimes, she'll sit on our lap. She wants us to read it again and again and again, and we're usually not reading it front to back. She likes to flip the pages all around and stuff, but she feels really engaged by these books. The reason that it is so filled out is because Carson and I had a joint 30th birthday party when I was 8 months pregnant, and we told everyone that instead of bringing cards or a gift, we want you to bring your favorite kids book. And so it had just totally got filled up by all of our friends' favorite books, and that's also just like a special element to this, is that these were all lovingly gifted to Murphy and to our family. I would love to know, do you notice a difference in your kids' demeanor, in their sleep, in their general mood after a day of playing outside in comparison to a day indoors with lots of overly stimulating toys, especially if you have older kids? My daughter is still pretty young. I know that things are going to evolve and get interesting, especially once she starts going to school and getting exposed to screens and the latest trendy toys from her peers. So I'm really interested and a little scared to see how this philosophy and relationship with toys and stimulation evolves over the years. I'm hopeful that we're laying a strong foundation so that by the time she's 6, 7, 8, she knows how good it feels to put her feet in the grass. But also, I remember what it was like being in second grade and wanting to be like all the other kids. It'll be interesting to navigate in the years to come, but I would love to hear about your experience. I would love to connect. I feel like we're kind of unique, us moms without very many toys, and I want to make some more mom friends that are like me. So let me know down in the comments how this landed with you, what your relationship like with toys is in your home, and thank you so much for watching. Until next time.